Trojans Live, the exclusive USC Trojans coaches show.
Place is down. The kick is away. It's got the distance. He's got it. And it's good! And there's no time on the clock. The scoreboard clock reads 0-0-0. And the Trojans have won it.
Behind-the-scenes insights and breaking news from the student-athletes who play for the Cardinal and Gold.
Jones to get the call on the right side, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown, USC.
Trojans Live is brought to you by Cooper Tires. Count on Cooper, an American company since 1914.
And now, here is Jordan Moore and Sean Cody.
Hello and welcome to Trojans Live on ESPN LA 710. Tune in and live right here on Twitter at USC_athletics. We have a full show of live guests tonight for you from USC football, women's tennis, beach volleyball, and it all starts with our new offensive coordinator, Graham Harrell, who sits down with us now. I am Jordan Moore, joined by Sean Cody. Bringing in the air raid, Sean, you ever play against the air raid offense in your illustrious career?
Kind of. That's when I was getting phased out of football. They were like, we don't need big dinosaurs anymore. We're moving to a faster athletic version of football. So that was kind of the end of my career. Was now coach is a
that run stuffer is just watching from the sideline.
Yeah, we don't need that guy no more.
All right, let's talk to the coach. Countdown to kickoff with Mito Swiss watches since 1918, the official timekeeper of USC Athletics. Be the first to own the Fight On limited edition timepiece. True Trojan fans, visit shopmito.com/USC. That's shopmito, MIDO.com/USC. All right, Coach, the weather's brightened up for you since you got here. How you settling into sunny Southern California?
It's been awesome since, like you said, the weather got good. They recruited me with the weather halfway, and he told me it rains 10 days a year, I think is what he told me. And I think my first 10 days it rained.
You saw them all.
So I said, if it rains one more day, you're all liars. But no, it's been awesome. And like you said, it's a great place to live. The weather's unbelievable. I've really enjoyed it so far. And the family, like you said, you're at the beach. You got the ocean. You got the sun. I think they're settling in better than I am.
Coach, first time we've had you on. Talk about your hiring process a little bit. You know, it was quite a wild period there for USC football. Coaches coming in and out. Talk about your hiring process and how that went.
Really, it kind of came out of nowhere. And I was at North Texas, had a great team, and had the whole offense coming back. And so, you know, that was the thing is I was really happy where I was. Had some other opportunities that I didn't take because I was happy where I was, and loved living where I live. You know, I was at home. My family was comfortable, and then Coach Helton called me out of nowhere, and I think it was like a Wednesday. I flew out here that Friday or Saturday, so it was quick, and took the job I think on Monday. So it was a quick process, but like I said, I was extremely happy where I was. But USC is a top 10 program probably ever, and you don't get a whole lot of opportunities to be at that type of program, and just couldn't be more excited to be here.
You are now 9 practices into spring football. The spring showcase is on Saturday at 11 a.m., by the way, on Cromwell Field. All the practices are open to the public if you want to see Coach Harrell's new offense. How have the guys reacted to your offense? Because obviously you know exactly what you want to do, and you've implemented it before. How have these guys reacted to it?
They've been great. You know, we have great young men, and that's been the thing that I've probably been the most impressed with is coming to a program where you have obviously highly recruited kids and very talented kids. You know, just from an outside perspective, you're probably thinking you're probably going to deal with a lot of egos, a lot of prima donnas, a lot of guys that you're going to have to massage a little bit. And you couldn't be more wrong about this. The kids we have or the players we have right now, we got guys that are ultra competitive, that love playing, that love competing. You know, guys like Michael Pittman and Amon-Ra, and those guys that just there is no ego. And of course they want the ball. All receivers want the ball, right? Like, so they want the ball, but there's no ego. They just want to compete. And they play as hard as anyone I've ever been around. They're fun to watch. They're fun to coach. They've picked the offense up extremely quickly. Now we simplify things and try to make it easy and just try to let them go use their natural abilities because we have talented kids or they want to be here. And so we just try to dumb it down and say, hey, y'all go be you. Go play fast. Don't think. Don't hesitate. Go attack and use your natural skills, and they do a great job of that. Like I said, they're ultra competitive, play hard. We've preached effort and finish, and that's just their natural instinct is to play with high effort, to compete every day, to finish every rep. So it's been a great transition. Like I said, I love our guys that we're playing with as well.
Coach, how would you describe your offense? We actually hear that term air raid thrown around all the time, and you come from a illustrious coaching under Mike Leach and some good coaching playing with the Packers and stuff. So how do you describe your style of calling games and what's your approach to calling games?
Yeah, you know, anyone that comes from Coach Leach kind of gets tagged with the air raid tag, and you know, I'll tell everyone, if you want the air raid, there's only one person that runs the air raid, and that's Mike Leach. No one runs it like Coach.
You got to get a hot hashtag for your style, man.
Yeah, and so so we are a version, and obviously, you know, what we do is based in a lot of the stuff that Coach Leach does, but we kind of formed our own version of it. And what I tell everyone is the air raid offense, or everyone that comes from Coach Leach, the reason I think they have success is it's more of a philosophy than a true scheme. And like I said, the routes and stuff do come from Coach Leach. We do it a little differently and run the ball a little more just because he doesn't run it at all, obviously. But it's more of a philosophy of keep it simple, get good at what you do, and just go execute your stuff at a very high level. And so that's what we try to do. And I think that's what all the air raid people try to do is just simplify things and execute at a high level. And I think that's what Coach Leach does best, and people that come from him do best. It's just define what they are, say this is who we are, this is what we're going to do, and go execute. And so that's who we are. I love to throw the football, obviously, but understand that to win, you got to run the ball as well. And so we try to mix it up quite a bit.
Most important position in football and sports is the quarterback position. You have a nice deep quarterback room, 4 really talented guys that you've opened it up a little bit to make sure you get a good look at all of them. You know, who stood out to you, and what have you seen from your quarterbacks this spring?
Like you said, we have. I walked into a good room, and we have good people, and that's the most important thing. And they've all done things well, and we just split the reps straight down the middle and said everyone's going to get equal reps. You know, equal reps total, equal reps with the ones, equal reps with the two, and just see who's the best, see who plays the best. And like I said, they all bring different strengths. It's been fun to watch. You know, the youngster Keaton's done an unbelievable job. You know, he's very coachable.
Got people talking.
Yeah, he's a good player, and I'm glad he's here. But you know, he has a very natural motion, does things well, and what I think that he's done a good job of so far is he simply just has done everything you've asked him to do, and he doesn't overcomplicate things, doesn't try to do too much. If you say take a step with your left foot, he takes a step with his left foot, and he does exactly what you ask him to do. And then, you know, JT has quite a bit of experience just from last year, and he's pretty savvy, does things well, like from that standpoint, like I said, just from experience. Jack's an unbelievable kid. He's a great person, a great leader. I think he works as hard as anyone I've ever been around, and so, you know, he kind of has that aspect to it, or brings that aspect to the room. And, you know, Fink's just kind of the savvy vet. You know, he's kind of the oldest, and he's adapted well to the offense. I think simplifying things, I think that really plays into his strengths, and he's enjoyed it. So he's executed well because like I said, we've simplified things and allowed him just to go play. So they're all different. They've all done some good things, and they all have things to work on. And that's kind of what we're talking about right now, is sit them down saying, hey, this is what you've done well so far this spring. The next 2 weeks, this is what you really need to work on. And let's see who's the best and who gives us the best chance to win, and that's who's going to play.
Coach, I got to check out practice the other day, and I was really excited to see. And I come out in the field, and I said, "Where's Coach Harrell at, man? Where was that?" And he's up on the baseball field there, man. You're up on the baseball field. What's the strategy of you up there on the baseball field by yourself, calling down the plays of the team? I kind of like that strategy there.
So that I don't lose my mind on those quarterbacks, right? I can let them relax and play. No, really, the original thought was just get up there so we can, you know, because it's our first year and we need to expedite things and get things going as quickly as possible. The thought was get up there and let's walk through real mechanics. And so truly see what it's going to be like, get people off the field, get the coaches off the field, have one signaler, put me in the box so I'm not standing right next to him and getting onto him. And not only is it good work for our players, but, you know, we just kind of said sink or swim. Here we go. This is game reps. You got to learn it. There's not going to be people out there talking to you, helping you. And same thing with the coaches. Like, it's a game rep. I'm not going to be standing down there talking to you on the field come game time. So you're talking about the signaler. So same thing. I'm going to go up top. You got to do a good job of it. So that was the original thought why I went up in the first place. And then, like I said, now I love it. I can go up there. I can relax. I can say whatever I want about the quarterback, and they don't hear me, right? So it works out well, and I think it takes pressure off of those guys as well because they don't see me losing my mind when they make a bad decision. But
if people come out to the spring game on Saturday, spring showcase on Saturday, again, it's more of a practice with a scrimmage emphasis, Saturday at 11 a.m. on Cromwell Field, and they're taking a look and they're interested in seeing the offense for the first time. But we're, you know, just sort of 3 weeks into spring ball. You got a long time before the opener on August 31st. So what would be a good day? What should people look forward to see where you're at in terms of implementing this offense?
You know, I think early on, the thought was if we can just go out there and all be on the same page, I'll be pulling the rope in the same direction when we give ourselves a chance. And so that's why we're going to simplify things and do things the best we can from that standpoint. And like I said, I thought the kids picked it up really, really quickly. The amount of busts we have been tremendously low, which has been fun to see as a coach. And from what I understand, what they came from, just from when I installed, they said, that's all. I'm like, yeah, that's all. Like, when are we going to put the rest in? I said, there is no rest. This is all there is. So they picked it up quicker than I thought. So that's been what I think what we've tried to do the most is just make sure that we understand what we're trying to get accomplished as a players. I think the coaches understand it, but we have to get the players to understand really what we're trying to do and understand concepts. And so, if you just see us all going in the same direction, I think that's a start. But and hopefully by then we'll be doing that. But and so that'll be part of the process and really what we want to do. And then we want to play fast and execute at a high level. And we break our offense into 3 installs, and that's all we're going to do. And we just repeat those installs over and over. And so this is our 4th time going through our installs. Saturday will be our 4th time doing a script 3 install. And so I expect us to execute at a high level. The guys we've improved every single week. Again, we should improve every single week because we're doing the same install over and over and over. And so each week we expect it to look better. And so come Saturday, we expect script 3 to be the best script. It should execute it better than we've executed it all spring. And so we expect to move the ball and execute at a high level, even though it's like you said, our fourth week here, and the kids' 4th week to ever run this offense. We still have high expectations for them. We set high standards, and we're going to hold them to those standards, and we expect to execute at a high level.
All right, a new offense for USC coming this fall under Graham Harrell. He's got some new coaches, too, but an old face for us. The wide receivers coach, Kerry Colbert, is next on Trojans Live.